Before I get started on the video, I'd like to ask you guys to go ahead and hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button and hit the notification checkbox. That way you guys don't miss any future uploads from me and you become part of the notification squad. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video. What's up, people? YouTube, this is bringing you guys another video to the channel, and today I'm bringing you guys the first OP class setup within Call of Duty World War II for my channel, and it is going to be with the Wilco or the Thompson SMG. To be completely honest, when I first started using this gun, when the game came out, I was super excited about it, and I was looking forward to just using it in general, despite how good or bad it was going to be. It ended up being pretty bad, in my opinion, when the game first came out. I wasn't a huge fan of it. It didn't mesh well with me. It seemed super inconsistent. Like, I would get a lot of hit markers, things like that with it, so I just didn't use it too much. Now, recently, they buffed it. They gave it a fire rate increase, and because the increased fire rate is so good now, it kills people quicker, and the recoil, even though it can be a little bit sporadic, where before the fire rate wasn't as high and it was still sporadic, it makes up for it because you basically melt people almost instantly. So for this OP class setup, I basically have the Thompson submachine gun, or the Wilco, which is the one I'm choosing to use, the variant I'm choosing to use, with the extended mags, foregrip, and quick draw. Now, you don't really have to have quick draw. I just prefer having quick draw because for some reason I find myself getting into a lot of situations where I need to ADS quickly and I'm not really paying attention, and that's why it's useful for me. But you don't really need to use that. You know, maybe you like a sight, maybe you don't want to use 3 attachments at all, but this is what I would recommend. Also, I use primed as my basic training. Once again, you don't really have to use primed. It's something that I like to use just because it does have a little bit of like kick, so if I can just reduce that even by the slightest percent like you can with primed, and you get that extra attachment, that's pretty much what I'm using it for. The secondary doesn't really matter. I use the 1911 just because I don't have the machine pistol unlocked in the time of recording this video, but I would highly recommend the machine pistol. All the other pistols just kind of lack in comparison to this one. The gameplay that you're watching, it actually starts off pretty slow. I don't do all that great at the very beginning, and then I start to do significantly better at the end. The second half of the video, I think, is where I start to shine a little bit more. I wasn't sure what gameplay I wanted to use. I kind of wanted to take something that can showcase somebody using the gun when I wasn't really trying or paying attention, and then kind of starting to pick it up a little bit and do better with the weapon, and I think this gameplay showcases that really, really well. Kind of just sort of some tips with this gun. This isn't a weapon review, so I'm not going to like break down exactly how I feel about the gun in every situation, but obviously it's an SMG. I would recommend sticking somewhat close to people. You can get away with some medium range kills with this gun if you're fairly accurate. Myself, I find myself some days I think I'm really accurate with guns, and then other days I just, if I'm not almost touching them, like shotgun distance, I can't get the kill. So whatever works best for you, whatever niche range you can kind of fit in, is what I would recommend for this weapon. It's pretty much always a 3 to 4 shot kill from what I can tell, obviously, unless it's farther distances. I think it's, statistically speaking, I'm pretty sure it's always at least a 4-shot kill, but I could be wrong with that. I'm not Driftor or anything like that, but it shoots super, super fast. I think the only thing that outbeats it in terms of fire rate is the WAF. So once again, it's up to you, the range that you want to use this gun at, the circumstances in which you would want to use this gun. I also don't really recommend using this in war. There are some situations where it can be useful, but I think that if you're going to go into the war game mode with this gun, I think you're going to put yourself at a very big disadvantage in most scenarios, unless you just plan on using it as a situational weapon, like in a scenario where you're inside the bunkers on Neptune, or the first place on Breakout. It's a pretty good area to use it, but aside from that, there aren't too many situations and places where this gun will shine in the war game mode. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I have in terms of commentary for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and stop talking. I'm going to let you guys finish watching out the entire video. One last thing that I did forget to mention is I don't think it really matters what division you want to use. I would recommend either mountain or infantry, just because infantry you get the extra attachment
but I think Mountain is probably the way to go with this class, unless you want just some extra attachments or anything like that. Like I said, I'm going to stop talking, let you guys watch the rest of the gameplay, and deuces.
Jeffology here. Thanks for listening to Royal Tracks. You can grab the download link by clicking the annotation below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and feel free to check out my channel for some awesome commentaries. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed this song, and I'll see you next time. Jeffology here. Thanks for listening to Royal Tracks. You can grab the download link by clicking the annotation below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and feel free to check out my channel for some awesome commentaries. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed this song, and I'll see you next time.